besides being considered one of the best soccer players in the world. Neymar Junior is a tycoon who has made a lot of money throughout his career. But have you ever stopped to wonder how this player lives? In this video, you will find out about Neymar Junior's luxurious life. Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications. Check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #AllAboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Career. Born in 1992 in Mogi das Cruzes, Sao Paulo, Brazil, Neymar da Silva Santos Jr., better known as Neymar Jr., is considered the best soccer player in Brazil today. Of humble origin, Neymar began playing soccer at the age of 3. While he was learning to walk and talk, he also began to develop his skill with the ball. As the years went by, his mastery improved until he reached the base categories of Santos Futebol Clube. The expectations on him were such that by the age of 15 he was already earning enough money to support his family. As time went by, Neymar stood out more and more within the club until he became the biggest promise of Brazilian soccer. In 2013, he decided to go and play for Barcelona, where he stood out a lot and became one of the best players in the world. Already in 2017, Neymar was bought by Paris Saint-Germain, becoming news all over the world for being considered the most expensive player of all time at that time. Currently, Neymar Jr. is considered one of the greatest soccer players in the world, being Brazil's biggest bet to receive the title of the best player in the world by FIFA. And with such a successful career, the Brazilian star has already earned more than enough money to enjoy a life of great fun. Mansions in Brazil. Brazilian soccer star Neymar Jr. loves to live in large properties and has already invested a lot of money in real estate for living. In Brazil, the player owns a huge real estate asset, such as a mansion in the condominium Jardim Acapulco, on the coast of Sao Paulo, which is where fans went to show support for Neymar when he was injured in the 2014 World Cup. This was one of the first properties that the player bought, for about $773,000. Neymar also has a mansion in Itahanga, which is in one of the most expensive areas of the state of Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. This mansion belonged to the Brazilian actress Claudia Raia, and during an interview, she showed some of the luxurious amenities of the property. There are, for example, huge glass doors at the main entrance, which lead to an open layout living room, ideal for receiving visitors daily. Outside, the mansion is situated on 0.86 acres of land, which has a large outdoor area full of greenery and landscaping, making it a perfect place to relax in contact with nature. The place also has a table for casual meals, a swimming pool for leisure days, and sun loungers to enjoy the sunny climate of the city. According to some sources, Neymar Jr. bought the mansion from the actress for the sum of $2.52 million. Another property that the player added to his estate was a high-end mansion in the Alphaville neighborhood of Sao Paulo, situated on a 2.5-acre plot, where there is a beautiful outdoor pool next to a patio. The modern concept property exudes elegance in every aspect, and among the main rooms is the main hall that integrates the dining area, the kitchen, and the billiard room. The master suite, meanwhile, has incredible views at its disposal, as well as having a walk-in closet for luxury items. And according to media reports, Neymar purchased the mansion for $3 million. The player's most famous mansion is located in the Portobello condominium in Mangaratiba, Rio de Janeiro. The contemporary-style home is over 17,000 square feet and features several luxuries, such as a floating staircase connecting the levels and artwork on the walls. The living room is perfect for casual gatherings, while the formal dining area has a huge table and the kitchen has stainless steel appliances. The house also has a home theater, a game room, and plenty of rooms to lounge in. In the case of the master suite, there are large glass windows, an automated TV that comes down from the ceiling, and also a lovely terrace with lawn, as well as a luxurious bathroom and a very spacious closet. Going to the outside, the mansion is situated on a plot of almost 3 acres and has some very interesting spaces, such as synthetic tennis court, private deck, swimming pool with an 82-foot lane, a gym equipped with high-quality equipment, spa integrated with nature, gourmet space with barbecue, wine cellar with capacity for more than 3,000 bottles, jacuzzi integrated with sauna, a helipad to arrive in style, among many other amenities that only a millionaire mansion can offer. Besides all this, the place can offer a lot of comfort and fun for Neymar to enjoy with his friends, which everyone knows that the player is passionate about. And according to the real estate agency Home Pro, the property was purchased by the player after watching the video of the house that was posted on YouTube, and he paid $8.5 million for the place. Cars. One of Neymar's great passions is his luxury cars, and it is no wonder that it is speculated that he owns cars worth a fortune. Among them is an E.Wave-X from E.Go Mobile, a green electric hatchback that costs around $25,000. Another car that is part of the player's garage is a Volvo XC60, a powerful car with a 285 horsepower engine, which in its latest models costs an average of $45,000. On another occasion, Neymar was presented with a Volkswagen Touareg, a very spacious and robust SUV from the German brand, which is worth around $50,000. The player also owns an Audi Q5, a beautiful SUV that he got as a gift from the automaker that was sponsoring the team he was playing for at the time, Barcelona. And to give you an idea of the price, this little souvenir that the player received is valued at around $55,000. Another vehicle Neymar has in his garage is a Range Rover Sport, a high-speed vehicle capable of traveling long distances. And in its newest model, this car costs over $83,000. Another little present he got, also from Audi, while playing for Barcelona, was an Audi RS7 Sportback performance car. This time the treat cost a little more, as the car is valued at $120,000. He has also been spotted with an Audi R8 Spider, a sophisticated vehicle with a beautiful design to drive, whose price can exceed $150,000. Neymar has also been seen leaving with a Porsche Panamera Turbo, a powerful car for those who love great adventures, as it can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.2 seconds and is valued at around $170,000. Another of his greatest achievements was the acquisition of a Ferrari 458 Spider, a stunning car that is the dream of many people, and it was no different with Neymar. And to have this beautiful car, the player needed to invest about $260,000. Another Ferrari even more luxurious than he has already appeared was a Model GTC4 Lusso, a supercar that despite being worth a fortune, Neymar has already had a hard time when the car's key was not working properly. And to get through such a fancy time, it may be necessary to invest more than $300,000 in the vehicle. And some sources speculate that Neymar owns a Maserati MC11, a super sports car that accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds and costs around $1.5 million. Other properties. When it comes to luxurious residences, Brazilian soccer star Neymar Junior doesn't like to save his money. In the summer of 2016, for example, Neymar stayed in a mansion inspired by an 18th century castle located in Beverly Hills. The palatial property has 22,000 square feet of interior space and has great rooms, such as a living room with a crystal chandelier and a modern home theater, as well as a formal dining room and a casual dining room. There is also a TV room next to the mansion's kitchen. There are also 7 spacious bedrooms, 12 stylish bathrooms, an office with wood paneling, a family room with a fireplace, and other amenities. Going outside, the mansion is situated on a 5.2-acre lot and has a courtyard with a pool for recreation. And according to media reports, Neymar paid £7,097 per night when staying at this property. After signing a contract with Barcelona, the player also lived in a contemporary-style mansion with more than 10,000 square feet, which is located in the Pedralbes neighborhood in Spain, where he paid €18,000 per month. After joining PSG, Neymar moved into a 5-story mansion in Bougival, France, which has many amenities, such as an indoor luxury pool. Ronaldinho Gaucho is also known to have lived in this place, in which Neymar currently pays $16,600 per month, and if one day he decides to buy it, the player will have to fork out $8 million. Aircraft. To help him fulfill his agenda in the most different places of the world, Neymar has some aircraft always at his disposal. Starting with the cheapest, the player has owned a helicopter model EC-130, a means of transport valued at around $1.7 million. Going even higher, he has owned a Phenom 100 jet, a small business jet manufactured by Brazilian manufacturer Embraer. The aircraft can carry up to 5 passengers, offering plenty of comforts. And it is no wonder that to acquire this jet, it may be necessary to disburse around $3 million. In 2019, Neymar decided to buy an even more expensive helicopter, an H-145 model. This is an aircraft that can carry up to 10 passengers, and Neymar made sure to customize its interior by placing seats with the symbol of Batman, the star's favorite superhero. And to get an idea of the price, a new helicopter of this model can cost almost $10 million. But without a doubt, Neymar's most expensive aircraft is his Cessna Citation 680, an American mid-size business jet with a flying range of more than 3,200 miles. The interior of the player's plane is very spacious and refined, being able to accommodate up to 12 people, offering a lot of comfort for all passengers. And although it is not known how much the player paid for the jet, it is known that a new aircraft of this model costs around $18 million. Exaggerated luxuries. Everybody knows that a soccer player as rich as Neymar has more than enough money to enjoy a lot of luxury and comfort. When it comes to dressing well, for example, Neymar has been seen wearing several expensive watches, such as Rolex Submariner Bluesy of $18,000, Rolex GMT Master 2 Batman $22,000, Rolex Daytona in 18K Eve Rose $42,000, Rolex Daytona John Mayer Dial $43,000, Rolex Datejust Zebra $50,000, Rolex Daytona with a black dial $60,000, Rolex Day-Date Rainbow $105,000, Rolex GMT Master 2 in Rose Gold $185,000, Rolex Daytona's Eye of the Tiger of $300,000, and even a $960,000 Richard Mille Michel Yo. In his spare time, Neymar likes to enjoy life on the high seas, having been spotted several times partying aboard yachts. And it is no coincidence that he has decided to buy his boat, an Azimut 78, manufactured by the renowned Italian boat brand Azimut Yachts. The yacht is 3 stories high and 78 feet long, with enough space to accommodate his closest guests. And when you want to spend a few days on board, for suites offer a lot of comforts. And there is no doubt that to enjoy all this luxury, it is necessary to spend a lot of money. To get an idea of the price, it is estimated that this model yacht costs around $3 million. Apartments. Neymar Jr. also likes to invest in luxurious apartments, especially in the Brazilian state of Santa Catarina, where he owns 4 luxurious properties. One of them is in Itapema, in the Villa dos Corais building, a luxury building that has a privileged location facing the beach, with a beautiful view of the sea on offer. According to some sources, the apartments in this building are about 4,700 square feet. And to purchase a unit, Neymar needed to spend around $1 million at the time. In the same area, the player also bought another apartment in recent years, this time in the Vitor Hugo Residence condominium, which is just a few steps away from the sea. The condo offers many amenities to residents, and according to sources, Neymar owns 2 units in that building, each with 4,700 square feet of space and lovely ocean views. According to media reports, the properties cost the player approximately $1.2 million. But Neymar's most sophisticated apartment in Santa Catarina is undoubtedly his 4-story penthouse at the Yacht House Residence Club in Balneario Camboriú. With 81 floors and over 900 feet high, the complex is composed of 2 identical towers and was built with a lot of planning, sophistication, and class. This development is so grandiose that the construction is considered the largest Brazilian residential building and the tallest building in all of Latin America. And, of course, the apartments in this building are up to their magnificence. All units have a panoramic view, which is the property's great differential. And when you want to have fun, you don't even have to leave the building, since it has a huge luxurious leisure area of more than 2.4 acres. To get a property in this elegant building, Neymar had to invest a real fortune. According to some sources, the player bought 2 apartments in this development. The first is a $3 million unit for his father, and the second is his apartment, which cost around $6 million. Sources of income. In addition to receiving a huge salary as one of the stars of Paris Saint-Germain, Neymar Junior also has other good sources of income. Because he is considered to be one of the best soccer players in the world, he has become a celebrity known all over the world. On social networks, for example, he is the third most followed soccer player in the world, only behind Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. On Instagram alone, he has more than 200 million followers, a number so high that it makes him the most famous person in Brazil. And of course, because he is so famous, Neymar can earn a lot of money by associating with and promoting several companies. Among the brands for which the Brazilian soccer star has advertised are Red Bull, Gillette, McDonald's, Nike, Guarana Antarctica, Oreo, Clear Men, MasterCard, Diesel, Beats, Panasonic, and many others. But without a doubt, his main sponsor is the sporting goods company Puma, where he has the largest individual sports sponsorship contract in history, an amount that is around $25 million a year. Adding up all his other sponsors, we can say that Neymar has enormous sources of income. Net worth. Being considered one of the best soccer players in the world, it is no surprise to anyone that Neymar Jr. has already earned a lot of money throughout his career. But things were not always like this. He had to work hard to reach the financial level he has today. When he was playing in Santos' youth team, for example, he used to earn about $2,000 per month, a value that has grown a lot, until it reached almost $4 million per season. At Barcelona, Neymar's salary grew exponentially, reaching an average of $15 million per year just in base salary, not counting bonuses and sponsorships. But it was at Paris Saint-Germain that the Brazilian star reached the peak of his financial life, receiving about $53 million in salary alone. Adding this huge salary to his advertising earnings, the athlete's income gets even bigger. And it's no wonder that in 2020 Forbes estimated that Neymar earned about $96 million for the year, ranking him among the highest paid athletes in the world. And although no one knows exactly how much his fortune is worth, some sources estimate that Neymar Jr. has currently amassed a net worth of approximately $200 million. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel Dios to satisfy your curiosity.